We're back to another show of disco. We're going to be talking about disco with Disco Bobby. And this show is called VIC's World, flashback of the memories of the 70s, 80s, and 90s. And we got here an 8-track. You know what an 8-track is? And you guys don't know that. Back in the days, we used to do these 8-tracks in the cars, everywhere we played, every play parties we do. We used to play 8-tracks. And this 8-track, we're going to play disco music today. And that's what we'll be talking about. And there's my mirror ball. We got the mirror ball. That's the biggest mirror ball I could find, Bobby. Biggest mirror ball.
It's big.
It's a big mirror ball.
It's very big.
So we're going to talk to Bobby about today about how you started with disco. And I know you used to teach in Arthur Mary's and all that stuff. So
And Fred Astaire. And Fred Astaire.
And Fred Astaire.
Right.
So tell us a little bit about how the easiest way to dance disco that you taught the people back in the day.
Well, there were two groups, actually, as mentioned.
Right.
The younger generation, up to about 45, 50, did not mind walking the step, and following counting steps. Counting steps. They didn't mind. But when those who got over 50 years old had a problem with counting steps, and they would lose their confidence. Well, the way to do that is I develop a system. It is called If You Can Walk, You Can Dance.
And you can talk. You can
And
walk. Right.
basically, when you combine that with eye contact,
Right.
arm extensions, and you increase the speed, before you know it, they were dancing already. And they felt confident that they could do it. And that's why we had a lot of street dancers.
Right.
Those people that didn't want to count. And a lot of people don't know the story behind that, but that's
Right.
exactly how it went down back in the early 80s.
I remember that me and you, we did some disco contests. And
Yes, a lot
we
of
entered
them.
contests and went to different clubs, Casanova.
And we were all, obviously at ballroom training.
Yeah.
But we were all street dancers.
Yeah, I was a street dancer.
Hustle was a street dance.
Yeah. That's how I
But
started.
it came from ballroom
Right.
and other dances.
Well, at first it was the hustle.
Yes.
Then it was
And that was 74 to about 1980. And
Right.
then from 80 on, it changed.
Yeah.
Basically, it became not disco, but it became hustle,
hustle.
and a lot of people don't know that story.
And that's where the song came out. Do the hustle.
Exactly. By McCoy.
Right.
McCoy is the one who
That was a good song.
did a very good song.
Yep.
And it's still danced in many clubs
Yep.
today.
They still play it.
But yeah, so what I wanted to convey to people is it doesn't matter what age you are. It's never too late to start dancing.
Yep. Never too late.
Never too late. And you can learn by if you can walk, you can dance.
Right.
You know the story. Arthur Mary's, Fred Astaire's. But the most enjoyable and special times when we went out 5, 6 days a week and danced with our friends,
Yeah.
and it was
My
just
special time was when I met girls.
well,
I'm
that
just
that was the
kidding. Just
benefit.
kidding,
That's
yeah.
why they used to call me Bobby Breakfast.
Oh, Bobby Breakfast. Yeah.
Yeah.
I used to be a
You
model.
remember Bobby
To look
Breakfast?
good.
Exactly.
Yep.
That's how it used to
Bobby
be.
the model.
Those were the days.
Yeah, those were the days. So I know you dance in this. You teach in this Arthur Mary's and
Fred Astaire
Fred Astaire's.
and get in the
What
Gables.
was your experience with that?
With that specifically,
Yes.
very good because that gives you the foundation. So when I used to go 5, 6, 7 days a week to hustle dance at different clubs throughout the city. I had that foundation, and that is the foundation of a dancer. Ballroom
You dance more ballroom dancing.
dance.
I was more like a street
And-
dancer.
That's correct.
Yes.
But
More
I
street dance.
we used to compete with street dancers.
Yes.
When at the
I
special
competed
events.
with you sometimes.
Yes,
And I guess I took all the.
glory.
Don't
But
wanna
you always
say-
look better than me,
Don't
man.
want to say it.
You always look better than me.
Don't want to say it, but I used to win some contests back in the day. I won the line by contest. You know that.
Yeah.
Dance Fever, second place.
Yes, I know that.
Yes.
We were there.
And there was also another dancer that was good. That she was kind of heavy, and the guy would lift her up.
Yeah,
Lewis in the
Diane.
Lewis in the hand.
That was
That
amazing.
was.
days.
I used to love to watch them, man. They used to. that guy-
Amazing.
He used to take the prizes because of the dance that he used to do, lifting the rope and everything. That was
Yeah,
amazing.
amazing.
That was strong.
He was.
So throughout the year, what else did you did besides dancing? What are you doing now? Are you?
Well, you're talking business wise?
No, I'm talking about dancing. Do you still keep dancing?
No, we
go to the
look.
club?
You know, it's all about maintaining yourself.
Right.
Okay, I've had some ups and some downs with
Right.
my thyroid. There's no good news or bad news. It
Right.
was just something, an experience. And obviously, I had to dance. I had to work out.
Right.
I had to take vitamins. Why? Because that was the foundation,
Right.
right? Just like in the early days, teaching was the foundation. As we get older,
Right.
keeping yourself in the best shape, it's part of that foundation as well.
But what clubs are you going to now? Now there's clubs out there like Hole 19.
Yeah.
And Cedar does some.
Cito has his Saturday nights once a month. Yes.
And how do you call it?
Honey for the Bears.
Honey for the Bears.
Yes.
It's called now berries.
Berries.
Things like that.
Yes.
Berries.
Yes.
And that's where everybody goes dancing now.
That's it.
And we keep the tradition because a lot of people never stopped. They kept on dancing. They kept on doing the disco, and they kept it beautiful because we still dress nice. We
Yep.
still,
And at the end of the day, it's what I'm saying. Dancing is health.
Yeah, it's health. I know it's health, but also back then we used to dance in a nice way, and we used to dress up nice.
That's it.
We used to put nice shoes.
That was it all about.
And that was disco. Disco was something classy.
Yes.
Nowadays you got different kind of music. Kids wear everything they want to wear, jeans, whatever.
We have the sucios now.
Yeah, the sucios. But I took a bath today. Don't worry about it.
No, I'm not talking about you, sucio.
No,
I'm talking about
sucio.
sucio,
Yeah, I know. So I kept on dancing. So we're gonna show some dancing right now. We're gonna show some how we danced back in those days.
Yep.
And I'm gonna call one lady that she's here with us. Her name is Annette, and I want to call her in here, Annette.
A very special friend.
A very special friend.
We danced a lot throughout the years.
She can dance.
Oh, she
can dance
with anybody.
With anybody. I've seen her dancing with everybody
exactly.
and anybody.
And that's the beauty of it.
That's a beauty. And she could dance.
Yes.
I mean, I danced with her, and I think when I danced with her, it reminds me of the days of when I was dancing.
Exactly.
Back in the disco days, because she dances my style.
Yeah, of course.
She's smooth.
Yeah.
We ride. We flow. Mm-hmm. That's what it is.
That's what it's all about. You're probably going to see on the backdrop a lot of pictures from her and I back in the day.
Right.
And we grew up dancing. And that was there was no training. That was basically back in the day, that was just street dancing, but with a ballroom flair.
Right.
And her and I had a lot of great dances, and we had a lot of great experiences. And we just want to share with you a little bit
of that.
Let's
share a little bit of that.
That if you can rock, you can
dance. And
exactly.
Let's dance. I'm going to let you dance with her, and then I'm going to cut in, and we're going to do what we used to do before back in the day, cut in and out
no problem.
of disco. So we're going to show the people out there
first, and then once we complete the instruction portion of it, then we'll actually start dancing.
Yes.
And I'll give you the cue, as I always did, so you can cut it.
Yes.
And then
we'll cut in and out.
Exactly. We got that.
It's like the old days.
We'll do that.
Okay.
I'm Big the Kid, I'm the disco king. I'm the baddest cat in the disco scene. How she likes his limousines, disco balls and laser beams. I'm Big the Kid, I'm the disco king. I'm the baddest cat in the disco scene. Roller skates and girls in tights. Shake your ass and dance all night. Move it, dance, dance, dance. Let me get in your pants.
50 years
I
of
guess we're
radio.
gonna have to talk about a little bit flashback, as you say.
Yeah, flashback.
Flashback for sure. I mean, that's 5 decades, man.
And you know most
And
of it.
hey,
You
I
know,
was there. I
you
was
were there.
there.
We
We
were
were
there.
there.
We
We
were
were
there. We were
there.
there. We were there from.
13 years old.
But I heard that you were a baseball player before you were.
I was. I played. Actually, well, we started at Salon Azul
Right.
in the mid '70s with the Elias family.
You
And
start
Jimmy,
baseball?
the late Jimmy, Tony,
I mean, he
were
rests in peace,
with
friend of mine.
the DJ. They were the DJs of Salon Azul on Sunday
Right.
nights. A lot of people don't remember exactly where it was, and they think it's 17th
Right.
Avenue in Southwest 8th Street. Actually, it was 750 Southwest 18th Avenue.
18th
Up on
Avenue.
the second floor.
Remember it?
And
Used to
from
park on
there,
the bottom.
yeah, we parked in the bottom, we went to the top, and we had such good times here on Sunday
Yeah,
nights.
yes. I remember his mother,
Yes.
his mother,
Yes.
his
His sister,
sister,
Rosemary.
Mary
Yes.
too.
And we basically had some genuine fun there because
Yeah.
it was a tradition. Marisabel Santos, because she's very close to my
Yes.
heart as a sister, and the Santos families. Her
No, and
father.
also Ricky Tiki used to do a show there.
Ricky Tiki, we
With
were at
more
more
disco.
disco.
More disco. We used to
remember?
go there every. Yeah.
I mean, those were the times.
We're gonna be showing some of those videos.
Yeah,
Those
and
more-
we
of,
shared the dance floor
yeah.
a lot on those things.
And those teams.
Before-
We even compete against each other.
We did many times.
Yeah, many times.
Many times. In fact, we had some great contests together
Yes.
at even more disco,
More disco
and we also remember the late Peter Lenny's.
Peter and Lenny's too.
Oh man, Peter Lenny's! I competed there for Dance Fever with you.
Yeah.
So though I mean we have so much to really
I
think
remember
back.
I came in
decades.
second place.
You did, I remember.
Yeah, with Liliana.
Yeah, I became third place. I mean, that was back in time. Man.
Who do you dance back then with? Who you dancing with?
Several. I had several couples
yeah.
back then, but it was the thrill. The story is I played baseball,
Right.
and then when I got to about Dance Fever, I had too many operations on my left knee,
And you were dancing?
and I was dancing, and from that point on, I had to make a decision where I could not go pro because of my knee. Not because I wasn't that good,
Right.
but it's because I had too many operations on my left knee, which actually it's kept me alive all these years
Right.
because I've had to rehab it many times.
No, and you do exercise and
all the time. I kept it going.
Yeah.
I kept it going.
Yeah. And I also remember you back then in Casanova's that you were a model.
Yeah, we were both models actually.
Yeah. I was modeling
You
for
threw a lot of
Montpellier
pictures.
Academy.
You threw a lot of pictures of me. I remember.
Yeah, from Montpellier Academy. I took pictures of you. I don't even know what happened to those guys. I think I lost them in the check.
No, God.
Back in 1980.
1979.
Yeah,
Actually,
1979.
a lot of people don't know about Casanovas. It started in 79.
Yeah,
June of 79, and it ended January of 1980.
1980. Yeah.
That was 10 golden years that we had. It was amazing. It was amazing because there was so
No,
many
1990. It ended in 1991.
1991 on, and it was
Yeah, I remember
Christmas.
it was-
Christmas.
It was
We were
Christmas,
there.
yes. It was slowing down because, everything wasn't, things were not happening in Miami. So the clubs were getting
Exactly.
low, the money
Exactly.
situation was coming down. New politics came in, and you know how that was back then. It was crazy.
But we had 10 golden years.
Yeah, we had 10 golden
We
years.
introduced Grace Jones,
Yes,
Madonna.
Madonna, yes.
I mean, so many great acts
Yes.
there. That
We had Grace Jones, we had Sally B, we had Casanova was great.
And
Yeah.
you took all those pictures, bro.
Yep.
You were there, and
Yep. I was there as an intern.
huh?
I was there as an intern. I was going to college at that time. I was 18
remember,
years
I
old.
remember.
18 years old.
I remember.
18 years old.
Very golden years. We
Very
had
golden years, and how do you call it? The years were beautiful back then. The people were different. We dressed up nice.
Exactly.
We had nice shoes.
Exactly.
It was happening. Danny Terrio came in, and Danny Terrio did the Dance Fever.
Yeah.
And
We were in Dance Fever. And
yeah.
like I said, when we went to Pete and Lenny's to compete,
yes,
that was like historical.
yes.
You know, that we can never forget those days.
No, we can't. We can't. That's something, a memory that'll always stay in our
Bring it
heart.
close to my heart. You know,
Yeah.
it's just we can't live in the past. We gotta live the present. But we have the past to really look back and say we had some golden years.
Yes. And you know what? We're gonna be right back with Bobby, Disco Bobby. We're gonna be right back with Disco Bobby right after this. Okay, we're back to Vic's World. Flashback of the memories, 70s, 80s, and 90s with Disco Bobby.
Talk to me, man.
Talk to me. You talk to me.
5 decades.
But let's talk about now when Casanova finished. What came after Casanova's?
So many things came.
You know, clubs that we went to. I know
we
we ended up. People got married.
Yeah.
People moved away. Someone
For about
died.
10 or 12 years, but a lot of people started coming back.
Yeah, they started coming back.
Married. I mean,
and now, where they come back now? I mean, not now, but before when Casanova ended, I know it was Renaissance. There was Open Stage.
Right.
There was Flow.
Right.
And then there was
hotels.
And the hotels.
You know, back in the 90s were all the hotels. We were able to get back, you know, back in time.
Yes.
Where we all got together. It was like a reunion.
And we never stopped.
We never stopped. In fact, that's what kept me going. That's what kept me alive.
Yeah, that's what kept me alive.
You know?
If it wasn't for the dancing and that energy and that art, you know, because besides dancing, I went into producing and doing music. I was a DJ.
Your career and mine were very much. I directed several programs.
Yeah, I remember you.
Educational programs for many, many years, and then I got into the finance sector, and I was there all through now, all these years. So, but besides business, the dancing kept me going because you know, after the baseball, weren't able to do that career. I had to concentrate on something that was really beneficial.
Yeah.
So right after, around the Casanova days, I trained and taught at Arthur Mary's. Okay.
Arthur Mary's School, I remember that.
Fred Astaire,
Fred Astaire.
And I started traveling a lot in events throughout the United States.
I remember you used to have private classes.
I still do it. Yeah,
and I remember you do private classes. So if you guys go private classes, you got
I taught.
Disco Bobby.
I would come back and basically not really make money. It wasn't about the money. It was about keeping the music alive.
Right.
And a lot of our friends joined in and were able to keep that going throughout the years, and that's why we still enjoy it so much.
And nowadays we got clubs like Open Stage.
Right.
I mean we got clubs like Whole 19, Renaissance. We have Renaissance, but you know Jimmy passed away, and
but we're still gonna now March.
Rose, I think, kept it up with
May 30th.
They're
gonna have a ball at 1 on 8th Street. So
also they sold the one.
They sold the one.
The Renaissance on
32nd.
Yes.
And now they're going to pass it.
Oh, that's good.
So
they kept on with the tradition.
Yeah, of course. I mean, that family.
Yeah.
It was like
they
kept us dancing. Really.
I bless Jimmy's mom. She's got a lot of soul. She's like
passion.
Really, really passionate. She keeps on going. She doesn't stop.
Yeah. She's never a dull moment with that family. They knew what they were out to do, and they accomplished it.
Yes, they did,
and
they accomplished for us.
For us,
because they kept us going with my Salon Azul. He had Infinities, and they had 79 Disco. It was on 79th Street.
Right,
that was Jimmy.
Yeah,
and then he had one on the beach. Then he opened up Renaissance.
But you forget also when we were growing up, all the Blue Banquet halls belonged to the Elias. There were a franchise for about 8 or 12 of them, right?
Yep.
and they kept it alive that way,
Yep.
and kept us together on all those banquet hall weddings,
Yeah.
quinceañeras, weddings, and other special events
Yes.
that kept us going, kept us dancing.
Yes.
So I'm very grateful to that family.
And to close this off, what are you doing now? What do you do now? What do you
What
still
I've
go
done
to
all my
clubs?
life, as far as dancing is concerned,
Yeah, I mean, what are you doing now?
I've kept up the traveling. I like to go basically throughout the East Coast.
Right,
Everything that has to do with congresses.
right.
I kept dancing because I inspired myself. There's a lot of great dancers
Yeah.
in New York, New Jersey, California,
Never been there, bro.
LA. I mean, there is the
Yeah,
best
there
of
is.
the
They told me
best.
there's a lot of good
The
dancers.
best, and I kept all these years kept it alive that way.
And I remember that gentleman that used to bring in the hustle convention. The hustle
Yeah,
convention,
Billy.
Billy used to bring the hustle convention. Everybody used to go
And he
to
still
that.
is. He just had one in LA.
Yeah, but he doesn't have it no more here in Miami.
Yeah, he does. Actually, a lot of
Okay.
people don't know that.
Yeah.
This year's going to be in Las Olas,
Okay.
and at the Crown Hotel, and it's
Okay.
going to be a big event. It's usually about August, the late mid-August or late August.
Okay.
And I'm already signed up and ready to
Yep.
go, man.
And you can catch
Right.
Disco Bobby in different clubs. You can dance with him. He's a great dancer. Besides me, I've danced. We're both.
Well, Big and I we're very competitive.
Yes.
That's what I loved about him. We loved each other.
Yeah.
We wouldn't admit it because we were so competitive.
And we had our differences, but we still loved each other.
No, we loved each other because it was the competitiveness
Yeah.
in us. We loved each other and we proved it to each other throughout the years, right?
Yes.
But the point is that, we were so competitive that sometimes when you're growing up, those things happen where you joke and
Joked around.
But we still kept each other going.
Yes.
All throughout the years, and it's funny to look back 50 years, 5 decades.
Yes.
Am I getting that old?
Yeah.
I mean,
We're still young. We're still young in heart.
We are. Yeah.
I still look young. I mean, if I say my age,
Well,
you
that's
won't believe
why I
it.
do the congresses, the
Yes.
conventions throughout the United States, because I get to dance with a lot of people,
Different dancers.
right,
Yes.
of different levels, and
That's
and,
good.
and people that were around back in the day,
Right.
and the best of the best. That's how you touch yourself when you
Yeah.
dance with the best of the best.
That's when you know you.
Exactly, you're keeping up, and basically when you went to, different challenges in life,
Yes.
and you still can do it. It's a good feeling inside that I'm able to still, and that it's nice to keep your name,
Yes.
in the spotlight with the dancing, not with anything else.
Yeah.
That everything we went through. And
Yeah.
people
And
don't
we're gonna
know.
see some pictures of Bobby, like 3 pictures of Bobby when he was young, Bobby when he was in different clubs
Amendment, yes,
with different friends of his, and Bobby with all his friends.
right.
So we're gonna see those pictures back there. And thank you, Bobby, for coming
Hey,
by.
It's
was a
always
good
a pleasure.
pleasure,
If you want to
it was a
have me
good
on
pleasure.
whenever you want to
Whatever
have
you,
me
yeah,
on.
we're talking about
We
disco.
can talk about a lot of things.
Yeah.
You and I, besides the competitiveness.
Yes. And and you know what?
But
We're gonna end the show saying Bobby is a disco man.
Wow, man.
And this
That's
is Vic's
gonna-
World. Flashback memories of the 70s, 80s, and 90s. I love you, Bobby. Thank you for coming
Baby,
into the
live
show.
on, baby.
And
Baby,
we live on and we
Lives
keep
in
on
my
living
heart. I'll keep dancing.
and keep on dancing.
I'll keep
Okay,
on
my brother,
dancing.
you keep on dancing.
Take care.
Thank you,
Have a
guys.
great one.
God
Thank
bless
you for
you.
having me, Vic.
And I'll thank you for coming by.
Okay.
God bless you.
God bless you.
305, baby. 786. That's what's up, Miami. Se votó. I want to dedicate the song